Assalamu alaikum. This is Mohiddin Ahmed, English teacher, Malaysian School and College, Sector 4 branch, English Medium Senior Section. How are you, my students? I think you all are fine by the grace of Almighty Allah. I am also fine. Due to pandemic situation, we have to confine ourselves in our home, but under no circumstance we can avoid the classes. That is why, like other days, today I am going to discuss new topic, and our topic will be model question 21 and 22. Please write down the necessary information regarding today's lecture, and if you face any problem regarding the lecture, please write down the message to the subject teacher, and I think he will solve your problem. So students, please look at the following pictures. In the first picture, we see some old women, they are gossiping, and in the second picture, we see an old man is reading a newspaper. What is the common between the two pictures? Can you explain? Can you guess it? Yes, my dear student, this is the old home, and this home is very common in around the world. Whenever any old people, they have no child or they have no relatives, so in their old time they come in this old home, so there are available opportunity so that they can stay here. Now you can understand what will be our topic. Today our topic will be related to the old home. So right now, by discussing modern question 21, we shall understand or we have any idea about the old home. Here it is a passage, and the passage related to the Mariam and his aunt. The passage is: Mariam is a student of class 6 in a government school in Rajshahi. Her mother works in an office and her father is a businessman. Mariam is very fond of her aunt, her father's sister, Suraya Begum, who lives in another part of the same town. On Fridays, she often goes to her aunt's place and spends time with her. Suraya Begum is a retired school teacher. She is a widow and lives alone. Her husband died 3 years ago. Her two daughters are married and live with their families abroad. They talk to her over telephone and come to visit her whenever they get time. Suraya Begum has a lot of free time. She spends her time in reading books, watching TV, visiting friends and relatives. Sometimes she writes letters to her old colleagues, but nowadays she often gets bored of doing all these things. She wants to do something more meaningful, something that would do good to others. She is planning to establish an old people's home in her locality. She knows some elderly people live all alone. They have no one to take care of them. They often feel helpless and miserable. They need care and support. As part of her plan, Surya Begum started to visit families. She talks to a number of people. She tries to find out the problems of elderly people in their families. She understands that old people are lonely and often they become sick. They have nobody to look after them. On Fridays, she often takes Mariam with her on these visits. Mariam has already become very friendly with some of the old men and women. They all love Mariam very much. She tells them about her school and friends, her studies, her family, and they often tell her funny stories, fairy tales, and ghost stories. So students, this is all about the passage. Now we shall solve some question related to this passage. So students, now we shall discuss some MCQ question. These questions are taken from the passage which we have just read out. First question is, Surya Begum is a retired school teacher. Here the word retired is similar to, there is some option here, refresh, reform, withdrawn and rebuild. Withdrawn will be the appropriate answer of the question. And second one, sometimes she writes letter to her old colleagues. Here colleague mean, from the four option, associate will be the appropriate right answer. Number 3, they need care and support. Which of the following words is not a synonym of the word support? From the four words, we think that negate is the appropriate not synonym of support. So answer will be A, negate. Number 4, they have nobody to look after them. They have nobody to look after them. The term look after means take care will be the answer of the look after. Number 5, she is planning to establish an old people's home in a locality. Her establish means set up. Set up is the appropriate meaning of establish. Number 6, they often feel helpless and miserable. Which of the following words has opposite meaning to the helpless? From the four option, number C, self-reliant will be the opposite meaning of helpless. Number 7, Mariam is a student of class, no doubt she is a student of class 6. So B number will be the correct answer. Surya Begum is Mariam's aunt, Mariam's mother, Mariam's sister, Mariam's teacher. So if we go through the passage, we can see that Surya Begum is a Mariam's aunt. Elderly people are strong, hostile, self-reliant and lonely. From the four option, number D will be the appropriate. Surya Begum has a plan to establish an old people's home. So number D will be the appropriate answer. So these are all about your MCQ part. Now we shall go for second part. So question number 2, there are some fill in the gaps. These gaps are taken from the middle of the passage which I have just discussed. So the gaps are, Surya Begum has a lot of free time. She spends her time in reading books, watching TV, and number A will be visiting friends and relatives. Sometimes she writes letter to her old, B number will be colleagues, old colleagues. But nowadays she often gets bored of doing all these things. She wants to do something more meaningful. C number will be meaningful. Something that dash would do good. So D number will be would do good to others. She is to dash an old people's home in her locality. So number E will be establish. So the sentence will be, she is to establish an old people's home in her locality. So students, these are the gaps are taken from particular part of the passage, but you have to go through the whole passage because in exam you may face different kind of MCQ from any part of the passage. So be careful regarding this. These gaps are nothing but example or clue how to write gaps and how you can face to answer any kind of fill in the gaps in the examination. And it is also mentionable that these are not part of your model question number 21. I have written it from the passage, mind it. So right now we shall discuss model question 22, page 357. Please open your book, page number 357. The second passage is, Surya Begum needs many people's help to make her dream come true. She sits down to write a letter to a friend who was her colleague and who now lives in the next town. So this is the heading of the passage. Now it is nothing but a letter. Surya Begum is writing a letter to her friend, and her friend name is Sharmila. Dear Sharmila, how are you? I am writing to share with you a plan that I have. I know some old, physically weak and lonely people in our town. Some of them are quite well off and some are not. But they all share one common thing, that is they live alone and have no one to take care of them in sickness. Sometimes they don't have anybody to talk to. I have a plan. I want to set up a home for the old people where they would live like a family, and we can be a part of that family too. I need your help because I know that together we can do a lot. So this is the main body of the letter, and last part is, write to me soon. I will wait eagerly for your reply. Your friend Surya. So this is the passage from model question 22, page number 357. Now we shall solve some question regarding this passage. There are some arrangement of short question here, and we shall try to answer these short questions. Question number 1. Why does Surya Begum need many people's help? Answer will be, Surya Begum needs many people's help to make her dream come true. Question number 2. To whom is Surya writing a letter? Answer will be, Surya is writing a letter to Sharmila. Number 3. What does Surya Begum want to her share? Answer will be, Surya Begum wants to share with Sharmila a plan that she has. Number 4. Whom does Surya know in her town? Whom does Surya know in her town? Answer will be, Surya Begum knows some old, physically weak and lonely people in her town. Surya Begum knows some old, physically weak and lonely people in her town. Question number 5 is very important. Surya Begum needs many people's help to make her dream true. It is a statement. Surya Begum needs many people's help to make her dream true. What is her dream and why does she require many people's help? This is the question, and answer will be, Surya Begum's dream is to set up a home for the old people where they would live like a family. This is the part of the first part of the question, and second part question, why does she require many people's help? Answer will be, she needs many people because she knows that together they can do a lot. So these are all about our short question answer. I think you will practice this short question more so that you can write similar kind of short question. So there are also another passage and page number 363. Please open page number 363 for model question 22. The aim of education is to make a man fully equipped to be useful to himself and to the society. It is to develop the whole man, his body, mind and soul. Education provides a child with opportunities to bring out all the latent talents that it possesses. Here latent means hidden something which is yet to discover. Latent talent means hidden talents which nobody knows about the talent of any particular person. A truly educated person should be self-reliant with regard to his personal needs. He should be well-mannered, thoughtful, creative, kind, respectful, sympathetic, and cooperative. My dear student, this line is very important. A educated person, there are some character of an educated person. An educated person is well-mannered, thoughtful, creative, kind, respectful, sympathetic, and cooperative. So education can help us to cultivate this type of good qualities. Any illiterate person is deprived from these qualities. So as a student, we have golden opportunity to practice or adapt this kind of attribute in our life or in our nature or our behavior. By exercising these virtues, a man becomes the most dignified creation of God. If at the distress of a fellow human being your sympathy is not aroused, you have not been properly educated. Here, if any person do not educated, he cannot help other person. It is mentioned here. A person who has acquired knowledge and skill for material development alone is also not fully educated. So students, only acquiring knowledge is not enough to become a perfect human being. You have to serve the people, serve the society, so that you can be a perfect human being. A good education should aim to developing not only the body and the mind but also the soul. So, and this passage is very important. By reading this passage, we can sum up that the education and its importance. So, to be educated person, we need to practice different kind of attribute so that we can be a perfect human being. Acquiring knowledge not enough to be a good person. In the next parts, there are some statements. Read the following statements, write in your copy if the statement is true. Write if the statement is false. If false, give the correct answer. Students, please write down this statement in your class work copy, and there are available answer here. And first one is education aims at making oneself useful to oneself and one's family. It is false because education not only helps oneself and family, it also helps the society. So our answer will be education aims to making oneself useful to oneself and one's society. Number 2, education helps the flourishment of all hidden talent in a child. This statement is absolute correct, so it is true. Number 3, a truly educated man should have self-reliance as for his personal needs are concerned. This statement is also true. Number 4, a person having acquired knowledge and skill for material development is completely educated. It is definitely false answer, because only education, only acquiring education cannot solve all the problem. And answer will be, a person who has acquired knowledge and skill for material development alone is also not fully educated. So it is the right answer. So along with acquiring knowledge, we have to learn more extra thing, or we have to learn how to serve the society, how to help the poor people, and how to behave with other people politely. These all are the part of our education. Last one, the purpose of education is to develop the body and mind of a person. The statement is absolutely true. So this all about our true and false statements. I hope you have written in your class work copy. Dear students, this is the last part of today's discussion, and it is fill in the gaps. There are available options here or clues. These clues are his, water, the, would, suddenly, a, food, bank, bush, her, time. By using these clues, we can fill up the passage. I think you will write down the answer of the gap. The answer will be, The Ant and the Dove is a short moral story for children. Once upon a time, there lived a dove in the bush of wood. Some ants were living near the wood. One day, an ant was seeking food on the bank of pond. Suddenly, she slipped and fell into the water. The ant tried hard to save his life, but failed to reach the bank. The dove carried a straw by his beak and dropped it on water. The ant caught hold of it and saved her life. So this is the answer of the these are the answer of the given fill in the gaps, and at the same time this is the last part of your lesson. Now homework. Today's homework will be learn plus write, fill in the gaps, and short questions. You will write down the fill in the gaps and short question in your homework copy. Students, thank you for your patience listening. I hope you have enjoyed the class. Please practice carefully in your home and do not go outside. Please stay your home. Stay safe.